What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about a little well-known site called Fiverr. Now for those of you who don't know what Fiverr is, it is an international freelance site where freelancers in any creative field can post their services online and provide services on a global scale. Now these freelance services can range from anything to photo editing, marketing, website design, and even music production services. Now as it is a YouTube channel for music producers in the early stage of their careers, or music producers who want to start earning more money with their craft, I wanted today's video to be dedicated to Fiverr because for me, Fiverr is something I owe a lot of my success to as a full-time freelance music producer. Without Fiverr, I would not be sitting here today as quickly saying that I do music production for a living full-time, and what's even more cool, from the comfort of my own home. So with that all said, in today's video, I'm going to show you how much I've actually earned on Fiverr to date, as well as my profile, as well as giving you a little introduction to the site so you can get to know what Fiverr is actually about if you haven't heard of it already. So if you're new to the channel and a music producer wanting to monetize your craft, smash the subscribe button right now, as it is the best way to support the channel. But with that mandatory out the way, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the video and let's talk about Fiverr. Okay, so now we're going to jump into my computer and we're going to take a look at my Fiverr profile. Okay, so this is what a Fiverr profile looks like, and more specifically, this is my Fiverr profile that I sell freelance services on. Now, a couple of things to point out here. Firstly is this is basically kind of like a social media site for freelancers, which is a really cool take, and why I think Fiverr's done so well. Very modern, it's very in, even though it's actually been around for over, I think, 6, 7, even probably longer years than that. Fiverr especially has been starting to do better the more that people have started working from home, and a lot of work and creative stuff can be done online now. That is why Fiverr has been able to do so well. So the first thing we look at here is the services that I provide. You can see I do everything from demo music production, mixing, mastering, songwriting, ghost songwriting, more niche specific, music production, beat making, and then also pop songwriting as well. But basically I've got all these different services because that's the best way to branch out and broaden the opportunities that you can get to work with certain artists. I do tend to work within pop music on here as well, which you can actually use the meta when you edit these gigs to specify that, but you can also leave it open, so whatever your niche is, you can create a gig tailored to yourself. Now Fiverr, one of the biggest disclaimers I want to make is it does take time to build a Fiverr profile. You will not just join Fiverr, create a service and start getting business straight away. Unfortunately, it won't work like that. But if you know exactly how these sorts of things work, you will know that you've just got to bide your time and you've got to make yourself as optimized as possible. Even though a lot of these thumbnails for these gigs I've had since the start, let's not worry about that. So you can see to date I've done 348 reviews, but that we can increase even more because we've actually done over 600 orders. Well, 599. How annoying is that? So one more order and then I've done 600 orders to date. That's over the past 3 years. Now you may be wondering how much I've actually earned in the 3 years that I have been on Fiverr. Well, I can tell you, including from the start, in pounds, I've earned £35,000 since I've started on Fiverr. Now, so far this month I've earned £870, but there is a delay because when there is funds that goes into your account, there is a pending time. So I think at the moment, so far this month, I've earned about £1,300, I think, once that is up to date. So you can see that there is a big potential here to earn big money, and for me, without Fiverr, as I said at the start of this video, this was the first major income that I got as a full-time freelance music producer. Now at the time when I first started, it was part-time. Even when I first started, I was only getting 1 order a month and then 2 orders a month, and it slowly builds up. But if you stick with it over time, there is the potential to be earning a full-time income just with a Fiverr if you stick it out. Fiverr is a very giving freelance site, especially to people who are new. They like to push new freelancers to give them a chance, but one of the most important things when it comes to Fiverr is the reviews. One thing that is always very focused on is always making sure, which you think would be natural to think this, is always to provide excellent customer service and get them 5-star reviews. But especially when you first start, it's more important ever to get them good reviews down, because when people search your sites, there is icons which pop up next to your services in the search bar, which shows you how many reviews you got and what your average rating is. So if you can have it as close to 5 stars as possible, that's going to give you the best chance. Now, as you can see here, there's so many things you can do to optimize your profile, which I actually haven't done. You can add portfolio as well as previous clients you've worked with, and you can also enroll on certain courses by Fiverr as well, which I do think help you long-term ranking on Fiverr, not short-term, because I went through a bit of a blip last year where my rankings went right down and I didn't earn as much on Fiverr. You can also enroll on courses as well if you want to further your knowledge of Fiverr, and one of the coolest things as well is all your reviews can also be displayed here so you can see all of them. Funny, just as I'm recording this video, I have just actually received an order, which is really cool, so we're going to get that 600 order as long as I do a good job. But you can see here there is a huge potential to be earning even just like a side income, because as you know, on this channel I do a lot of beat selling videos, so if you can open up that multiple streams of income, Fiverr can be a really good stream of income. You don't have to be earning over £1,000 a month, but if that's an extra 2 or 3 jobs for you to do a month to earn some money as a music producer, then I don't see why you wouldn't sign up. But again, before I end this video, one last quick disclaimer is this does take time to build up. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to stick at it for at least 5 to 6 months. If you have a talent in a certain niche, make sure you really push that on Fiverr and make it your own. Don't just copy other producers, because if they've been on there longer than you, chances are they're just going to outrank you and you're going to get shadowed out. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is Fiverr. So there you go, guys. That was my video about an introduction to Fiverr. Hopefully you can see now the power of Fiverr. It's just one of many freelance sites, but for me, Fiverr is the one that helped me to become a full-time freelance music producer. So I'm always grateful for the opportunity that Fiverr gave me, and maybe it can do the same for you. So if you enjoyed this video and made it this far, then you definitely have to smash the subscribe button, as you clearly found this video interesting. And also drop me a comment below what other content you want to see on this YouTube channel in future videos. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, keep making music, and I will see you in the next video.